and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're grabbing our hard hats and jumping into the world of social media.
Okay.
Specifically how it can build your business in the construction industry.
Sounds good.
You sent us a really interesting article, Top Social Media Marketing Strategies for Construction Companies.
Yeah.
And there's just so much to unpack.
All right.
So the article starts by talking about standing out in a crowded market.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. But it got me thinking, like, how does social media actually do that for construction companies?
Yeah. It's not like other industries.
Right. It's not like you can just post some catchy jingle about cement, right?
Well, not necessarily a jingle,
Right.
but you're onto something. Think about what really matters in construction. Trust and visibility.
Yeah.
You need people to trust your work,
Uh-huh.
and you need the right people to actually know you exist.
Right.
Social media can be incredibly powerful for both.
I see where you're going with this.
It's like when you see a company regularly posting about their projects, engaging with followers, showing their expertise.
Yeah.
It builds credibility. You start to see them as more than just a name on a billboard.
That's true. It's like seeing those behind-the-scenes shots of, like, a really difficult pour
Oh, yeah.
or a muddy job site where they're clearly not afraid of hard work.
Right.
Or even better, a client raving about their finished project online.
Absolutely.
That's like digital word of mouth, right?
Exactly. And you touched on something important.
Yeah.
That behind-the-scenes element. The image of construction is changing.
Right.
It's not just hard hats and blueprints anymore.
Right.
Companies need to show they're tech-savvy, adaptable
Yeah.
to attract clients and skilled workers.
Which brings us to the big question. Where should you actually be on social media?
Right. So many options.
The article mentions the usual suspects, LinkedIn for business connections, Instagram for visuals.
Makes sense.
But then in the Q&A section, it gets really interesting.
What stood out to you?
The expert basically says if you're a construction company, dealing mostly with other businesses, B2B, as they call it, you're better off focusing on LinkedIn.
Interesting.
But doesn't that contradict, like, the idea that Instagram is all about these eye-catching visuals?
I see what you mean.
Like, what if you do amazing bridge renovations? Wouldn't you want to showcase those?
You absolutely would. But this is where understanding your target audience is key.
Okay.
It's tempting to be on every single platform,
Right.
but it's far more effective to focus your energy where your ideal clients are actually spending their time.
Okay.
Let's break it down.
All right, walk me through it.
Imagine you're a high-end residential construction firm
Okay.
specializing in custom homes.
Okay.
Your target audience is homeowners with a good chunk of disposable income who are passionate about design.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably scrolling through Instagram looking for inspiration, right?
Yeah, probably.
So for them, showcasing those gorgeous kitchen renovations on Instagram makes perfect sense.
Okay, that tracks. But what about, like, a company that specializes in, say, large-scale commercial projects? They're not trying to reach individual homeowners.
Exactly. For a commercial construction firm or a subcontractor specializing in a specific trade,
Right.
LinkedIn might be a goldmine.
Okay.
They can connect with developers, architects, other businesses,
Yeah.
basically the decision makers in the commercial world.
So it's not just about which platform is, like, best overall.
Yeah.
It's about which platform is the best fit for your specific audience and goals.
Exactly.
That's a great takeaway for anyone feeling overwhelmed by social media.
Couldn't agree more. It's about working smarter, not harder.
Which brings us to the heart of it all, content. Because content is king, or queen in this case. The article mentions a bunch of content ideas. Project updates, client testimonials, industry news.
Yeah, the usual suspects.
What really jumped out at you?
Authenticity is huge on social media.
Okay.
And this is especially true in an industry like construction.
Yeah.
It's all about, well, real, tangible things.
Yeah.
People can spot a generic, corporate-sounding post a mile away.
Right?
What resonates with people is the human side of construction.
Okay.
The grit, the problem-solving, the satisfaction of seeing something tangible take shape.
Yeah. It's like you can really tell when it's just some marketing person who doesn't actually, like,
Right, exactly.
know anything about.
Yeah, they're just trying to...
Construction, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think time-lapse videos of a project coming together.
Oh, yeah.
Employee spotlights, especially in skilled trades where craftsmanship is key.
Right.
Even shots of impressive machinery in action.
Okay, you had me at machinery in action. I'm a sucker for a good excavator time-lapse.
The best.
There's something, I don't know, oddly mesmerizing about them.
Right.
And it showcases your company's capabilities in a way that's not bragging.
Right.
It's just Cool.
It taps into that sense of awe and wonder
Totally.
that draws a lot of people to construction.
And what about the article's point on user-generated content? That seems incredibly valuable.
Oh, absolutely.
It's one thing for a company to, like, talk themselves up,
Right?
but when it's a happy client showing off your work,
Yeah.
that's golden.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Imagine having your clients become your brand ambassadors,
Yeah.
showing off your work on their own feeds.
Yeah, it's like free marketing.
Like a built-in testimonial engine.
Right.
And it's way more authentic than anything you could create yourself.
It's like that saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Right.
But in this case, it's a client's photo with your work in the background.
Yes, exactly.
That's worth like 1,000 sales pitches.
Precisely. And speaking of things that make life easier,
Okay.
the article also delves into tools for managing all of this social media activity.
Right, because it's a lot.
It is.
Anything catch your eye.
Well, they had some good ones in there.
Well, aside from the usual suspects like Hootsuite and Buffer,
Yeah, the classics.
which I know a lot of businesses use for scheduling posts and like managing multiple accounts.
Right, makes sense.
They mention Contractor systems.
Yeah. Okay, I've heard of that one.
What's intriguing is that it's specifically designed for the construction industry.
Oh, interesting.
So,
There's a lot of value in niche tools like that.
okay.
They often have a deeper understanding of industry-specific challenges.
Right.
It's like having a wrench custom-made
Right.
to fit those extra tough bolts
Right.
instead of trying to make a one-size-fits-all solution work.
But even the fanciest wrench won't help if you're not tightening the right bolts.
That's a good point.
And that brings us to a crucial aspect of social media that I feel like often gets overlooked,
Totally right.
tracking your results.
Absolutely. Tools are only as good as your analytics.
Right.
The article mentions Google Analytics, platform insights.
Yeah, there's a lot of data out there.
These are not just buzzwords.
Right.
They're crucial for understanding what's actually working and what's not.
Okay, so for those of us who aren't like data wizards,
Right.
break it down for us.
Okay.
What kind of things should construction companies be tracking on social media?
So many things.
And why does it matter?
Well, let me ask you.
Oh.
Imagine you put together this incredible time-lapse video
Okay.
of a complex roof installation.
Okay. Yeah.
You're proud of it. It looks amazing.
Right.
But then you post it. And it's like crickets.
Yeah.
No likes, no comments, no one sharing it.
Nothing.
That's a sign that maybe that type of content
Yeah.
isn't resonating with your audience
Right.
on that particular platform.
Or on the flip side, maybe you post like a series of photos showcasing a newly completed office building,
Okay. Yeah.
highlighting the sustainable materials and innovative design,
Right, right.
and suddenly, bam,
There you go.
your website traffic spikes, you're getting inquiries from potential clients.
Exactly. That tells you you're onto something.
Yeah. So it's about figuring out
Right.
what's working.
By tracking things like engagement.
Okay.
And we're talking specifics here, like click-through rates on links to your website.
Yeah.
The number of direct messages you're receiving from potential clients.
Okay, so it's trackable.
You start to understand what your audience responds to.
And it's not just about vanity metrics.
Yeah.
Like likes. Right.
Which feel good.
Right.
Right.
It's about connecting those likes to real business outcomes.
Precisely. And that's how you refine your strategy.
Okay.
Post smarter content and ultimately get better results.
So you have to pay attention to all this stuff.
It's about understanding what's moving the needle for your business.
It's like having a blueprint for success.
There you go.
But instead of concrete and steel, it's built with data and insights.
Beta.
We've covered a lot of ground here, from the importance of trust and visibility
It's all connected.
to picking the right platforms, creating engaging content,
Right.
and let's not forget the power of tracking your results.
So important.
That's how you turn those likes and shares into real business growth.
Absolutely. It's not just about vanity metrics.
Right, exactly.
But, I always like to leave our listeners with something to think about.
okay.
The article focused on attracting clients.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
Which makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But there's another side to this coin.
Oh. Do you tell?
Think about the challenges facing the construction industry right now,
Okay. Yeah.
like labor shortages,
Big one.
a competitive job market,
Right.
the need to attract skilled workers, especially in those specialized trades.
Yeah, for sure.
Social media can be a powerful tool for recruitment too.
Oh, that's a good point.
Right.
Now that you mention it, it seems so obvious. Instead of just showcasing completed projects to potential clients,
Yes.
why not showcase what it's like to work for your company?
Exactly. Those same stunning visuals, those
Yeah.
behind-the-scenes glimpses into company culture,
Yeah.
employee spotlights.
Makes sense.
They can be incredibly effective for attracting talent.
It's like those employer branding campaigns you see in other industries,
Exactly.
showcasing like company values, work-life balance, career development opportunities,
All of that.
but tailored for the world of construction. Precisely. It's about showing potential employees, whether they're seasoned professionals or just starting out,
Right.
that your company is a place where they can learn, grow, and be part of something meaningful.
Okay.
And social media allows you to do that in a way that's engaging, authentic, and far-reaching.
Wow, that's a great point.
I think so.
It's not just about what you
All
build,
right.
but also about who you build it with.
100%.
And social media can be a powerful tool for showcasing both.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, I feel like we've given everyone a lot to digest today,
A lot of information.
and hopefully some actionable strategies to implement.
There you go.
Thanks so much for joining us for this deep dive into social media for the construction industry.
My pleasure, as always.
And remember, listeners, whether you're building skyscrapers or laying foundations, social media can help you build a stronger business.
That's right.
Until next time, keep building something awesome.